That video is actually not something to write home about at all, because I feel very, very bad right now. Those children look as if they are not even taking care of them at all, as if they are not feeling well. I don't know why. TK, what can you say about this?
You see, the heart of man is
desperately wicked.
I mean, wicked. So if you leave man alone without check and balances, man will choose naturally to be wicked. That's how how human beings are. That's why we should have agencies should do their work. Things must be, there will be check and balances. How can you call that place an orphanage home? Don't we have government agencies that oversee this? But I'm sure somebody, I'm sure that somebody must have been writing a report every day on behalf of that orphanage home, saying that I went, I checked, they ticked up. No, but that, and look, this is the issue killing our country, killing our society. People who are put to check, look, you cannot leave things to people's conscience, but people's conscience can be so. Look, there are people that they are human being working, but they are devil incarnate. Because that's what I can say about that. How can you do this? How can you pour hot water
on a child?
On a child that you're supposed to say, look, having an orphanage home should be provoked by your love for humanity. I mean, nobody forced to have it now. You do it because you have empathy for people. You want to do something. So if you were moved by love and by empathy, you shouldn't do that. So we've gotten reports of people who own these homes for financial gains. They do it when it's time to package it. They wear nice clothes for them. They sit around a camera, takes a picture, send it to their donors, and this one sends money in, and they use it for their own
personal interest.
But that is one side. The second part is, do we have agencies? Do we have people who have been assigned to oversee the activities of orphanage homes? If yes, what are they doing? You see, this is why I always look beyond the fairy. I go deep. Remember that last week we were talking about the governor of your state on the spot declaring increase. I said, look, this, yes, it's fine gesture, but that's not how you institutionalize things. Now we can query those people, but let's go to the deep, because I'm sure that there are hundreds of these kind of orphanage homes scattered around the country. Let's learn to strengthen our institutions so that those who ought to do what needs to be done needs to be done. If we all do what needs to be done, there's check and balances. People will be afraid to do things like this because they know somebody will call every month or comes unannounced to check what they are doing. But look, everybody down the line is not doing what they're supposed to do. Let me give you a very quick example. The year that we had a very terrible accident at this Otedala bridge, where a trailer, a tanker was to climb the bridge, lost his brake and went back, and lives were lost. The next morning, I need to see a lot of social media. We should pray against the demon that sucks blood. And I was so furious. I said, this is why we would never move forward the country. We should ask question, number one, who owns the company of that truck? How was that truck? Who's supposed to check if that truck was in good shape before it's loaded? If you don't know all those things, it will repeat. And just recently night, it happened again. Just because we will push it to God, wickedness. No country. Bishop Cooker, the one at the Sokoto State, was speaking on the platform, I think some years ago. He said, take the worst of Nigerian presidents to the America to govern that country. He would do excellently well. Because the structure around him will not allow him to misbehave. In a country where the head of police can tell you, sir, this is you can't go beyond, even though you're president, you can't go beyond this. Bring the best of the US president to Nigeria, he will steal money. Because we worship human being, we don't worship the system. We don't care about the system. It's about the person. It's about mention that I know this person, doors open for you even when you're not supposed to access those places. The same thing. This is a failure of our society. Human being will always be terrible. Nothing can change that unless we have to go there. But let's put checks and balances for the sake of the lives of these children. This is barbaric. This is terrible.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
All right,
Terrible.
so before we move further, people are really calling in, and we said before the program that we won't be able to pick any calls, but you can send text messages. We read your
We
text
send text
messages,
messages,
please.
yeah.
Only text messages. And okay, TK, do you know that in the video we saw the son of maybe the owner of the orphanage, the son standing
the
and is
son, yeah.
looking so chubby, fine,
Looking so chubby and
all
well fed.
And
the comment section of that video, when I watched the video, people were like, is the one that is eating all the food?
Obviously, he's the one eating the food.
I don't know if you heard the story of some young ladies in Lagos who went back to their states to buy pads, menstruation pads
Oh, yeah.
for secondary school ladies. So they bought it and they wanted to share it. The teacher said, no, you can't share it. We just drop it with us, we will share. Okay, after a lot of back and forth, they dropped it. When they came back, they saw these women, teachers, sharing this part among themselves.
Oh, wow.
What would they want to do with pad? Look, there's a fundamental problem among us. Yes, it could be because of long time lack. You know, it has reset our brain. Poverty has reset the way we think. So we want to even things you don't need. You want to grab it. And you don't care who is negatively impacted. Once you are okay, you don't care. Forgetting that those children you don't take care of will end up threatening your own children you take care of. If you are so only mindful about yourself and you don't care about society, that same society will come back to be a threat to your own life. So look at this.
Honestly, I completely agree with what you said. I completely agree
You are
because
greedy, you are selfish, you are self-centered. That's who we are.
I think
honestly,
there should be a regulation too.
Yes,
Who are
there should
actually
be.
going to be watching out for this house. Who registers them? Who authorized them? Are they truly out there for this homeless and motherless children? Let us all keep this in check. It is very important. This is very sad. I don't even know what to say, but it's pretty sad. And I know a lot of orphanage firms are still doing this and are doing this. Some are even planning now to build a orphanage home just because they can siphon
money.
Get donors, get money in and do nothing about it.
That's very wrong.
But now we need to provide a solution to all of this. So I just want you to take your time to tell us what authorities can do to ensure the safety and protection of orphans in society.
No, look, the truth is this. Nigeria has so many laws. I mean, we have laws that are being chunked out every day. We have laws that covers everything. I mean, laws are so much now that we now have, we even have conflicting laws. So the problem is not having the laws or having the process in place, about the human being that had been appointed to effect those policies is the problem. Because I'm telling you, one of my late auntie was to adopt a child. She was trusting God for the child, so she has to adopt a child. If you know what she went through, what she had to sign this, provide this, blah. So I know that if they want to do their job, there are things in place for you to ensure. But I'm saying that somebody somewhere is not doing his job. And I'm telling you that there's somebody who has been assigned to that orphanage home to be giving report. I'm sure that people would have sat on a chair and be writing that report and just say all is well, or worse, she will just pick a call. Alpha, are you okay? Yeah, okay. I think that I'll move on. So we have laws, but our attitude towards procedure is the problem. Is the problem.
Exactly.
I mean, that guy, look, I'm saying this. If you know that you cannot take care of, you're about to have this adage that if you cannot make my decision better, at least leave me where I am. Don't make it worse.
Funny but true.
Running an orphanage home is run by empathy and love. It's not for, and look, they are good ones. I was in Kogi State, and I know that there are people who are giving all their lives for these children. So they are good ones. But finally, the bad ones are there too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
they are.
Thank you.
Well, moving forward to the next story. This is the story of a woman who dressed her son, in our own words, in waterproof socks for school. It's a very, very, when you watch it, you see that you were never expecting to see what you would see. So let's watch this video. It's tagged video of woman dressing her son in waterproof socks. Let's watch. Let me leave it in the hands of TK.
What is wrong with us?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Listen.
It's for content, I'm sure of that. But that is very wrong.
Yes.
I'm sure it was.
I know you will probably wonder that what's going on social media right now. But of course,
It still comes back to every one of us.
Yes.
Because these people know that when they put it out there, we will like it, we will click like,
Yes.
we will share, they will become popular, and probably, what's that guy's
Comment.
name? Say Mark Zuckerberg, ex
Mark
guy,
Zuckerberg.
give them some money when they
Yeah.
reach a particular, you know.
Oh.
I mean, is that what they do?
Yeah.
Because why would you? I can't even mention that online. I don't want to mention it because we have young people watching. Why can you? How do you guys saw what she used? Should I mention? Am I allowed? Would they sanction me?
well, he was using a protective gadget. We call it condom, obviously.
Why?
Why?
Waterproof socks.
You know, place ring. I think you should ban. They should ban ring.
Why- why-
Ban ring lights. Ring lights. What's it?
More arrogant.
Ban ring lights.
But wait, it's not waterproof.
The owner of that waterproof, the maker, should you sue her? Abuse of
Our product.
that product. And look, listen. I know that we don't appreciate. We just do things the way we listen more to our feelings than to facts and figures, and you know. What if there are substances in that thing that can injure that child? Normally, you can't even use that means that baby throughout that day, no hair will have access to that part of the leg.
The
That
leg.
in itself is a problem. Why does she think that socks has space for
Space,
hair?
oh.
Do you think those who make socks are fools? That there must be space where hair must come into the leg? Because
I think because it's raining season. Why do I feel like
No,
I'm making it worse? It's raining season.
Madam, I don't know
Yes,
you,
it's
but
rubber.
that doesn't make sense at all. That is, if I'm the father of that child, I would.
I'll not give
I
you
would
money
like
for
to
soup.
shut up my child again.
Honestly, I will employ somebody to do the
I
job
can't
since you
trust
don't
you
know how to
again
do
to
it.
do that. Jump off this ring light. I will push a bill.
To-
We must buy ring light. This is putting more problem for us in everything that is on social media.
It's content.
Yes.
What does not even make sense is content.
It does not make sense. It's harming that child. Why can't you wait yourself? She waits now.
Did you wait?
When I
Honestly.
wait on her finger, wait and
I'm going to glove.
why is it always children? There's always the
That's the annoying thing. You know, using your children for content.
For
What
content.
I really do not
It's
like.
not
If you and your husband want to do the content creation, no
you have
problem.
constantly
Yeah, but the child, leave the child out of it.
All right, so let's move on.
you don't bring out any of this nonsense things again.
All right, so let's go. Let's take this one. Okay, this story is also sad. It's a video of 2-year-old child that
no,
dies.
we'll not be
We should not take
taking
it
that
down.
one.
Okay, so let's take this other one. Well, trendy video of a lady trying to eat with long nails. My fellow Gen Z.
She's not a Gen Z.
No,
No.
but you know,
No.
but that
She's
is
not
more
a Gen
common
Z.
with Gen
not
Z.
what?
She's not a Gen Z. I don't know what she is. But she's not a Gen Z. Please.
Actually, supportive.
Yeah,
Supportive boyfriend.
Ask you, TK. Do you consider this fashion too? Having such a long nails?
Do you want my opinion?
Of course I do.
I don't mind sitting out this one. I don't mind not saying anything on this one. But do you want my
Yeah, I do. Don't you think it's fashionable? Because of course when she's talking, her hands are talking like, oh, stop it, you know, the hands are always moving. Yeah. So you don't consider it fashionable?
No, look, fashion must go with comfort. And I mean that there's no comfort in that. It's
You
just,
cannot eat.
you can't eat with it. You can't. maybe the way I'm thinking, am I thinking right? I feel like I'm hot in the way I'm thinking.
No, actually, for it to have trended, obviously they know that nails is too long. Do you understand? Obviously, I know it's too long. But actually, can you fix that kind of?
No, I
You guys
cannot.
press the phone
I cannot.
with those nails.
Not we, she.
Some people are used to it actually. Some people are really used to it.
They're used to it,
Some people are the
yes.
ones that are even longer than that, and they will still fix stones on it. You know, stones that will be shiny, sparkling.
Okay, there are two people that I know, but they are not Nigerians. We have not just Nicki Minaj, Cardi B also fixes
Yes,
nails
so
like
nails.
that. And I think Bobrisky is upcoming to that.
No, I think we should ban things like, because it's a weapon. It's a weapon. She's walking. That thing is not like a knife. As if you carry knife and walking on the streets. Because if we have altercation, we are arguing, you can see injure me with those nails. So it's a weapon. It's threatening to society. It's a threat to people around.
I want to be honest with you. I do not actually consider that a weapon. Do you know why? Because if for any reason she even touches you without knowing, hey God, the pain that goes to the brain.
Okay, her.
Yeah, because it's just on a small tip, and the nails are so long, so she'll be able to even have more pain. She's going to be very careful. If not, why is she now doing like this? Why did she cut the earbud like this? So she was doing it like this because she knows if she does like this, I don't know how strong the earbud is. Could injure her. She could feel pain.
I want to say something very funny.
Yeah.
You watched To Kill a Monkey.
Of course.
It was actually used as a weapon. The lady that was trying to escape from the kidnappers in the spa room, she poked his eye with the nails, and it saved her life. So I don't know.
Why do you wait? Let me ask. Make sure you ask them. The only guy here. I'm asking, why do you guys go that length to do things that are not comfortable, things that are expensive, just to look good for who?
For men.
Ourselves. For men.
Some people do it for men.
For yourself.
Yes. Looking good is good business. And there's a saying that goes, beauty is pain. So she decided to feel the pain and let her carry across.
And her boyfriend is there with her. That's why I said
Supportive
supportive boyfriend.
Anyway, I think we should take the last video before we wrap up the show today. So what would it be?
Okay, so the last video is on Nollywood actress Laide Bakare has stirred reactions after revealing that she was the one who first introduced her daughter to clubbing and alcohol at the age of 17. So this question to you, TK, is how can parents balance openness with discipline? Because from what she said, she was the one that opened her child to that part of life. So maybe she felt like, oh, she was doing the best thing and making her have an idea of what it feels like so she will not be misled. So can you please tell us how parents can balance being open and being a disciplinarian as a parent?
Okay, so number one, our standards as parents reflect in our children. You know, so I don't know what our standard is, but our standard, I don't go to clubs. So number one, my kids may not even can't go to club. I can't take them to club. I can't even go to club in the first. So number one, the standards of parenthood is different. What she considered good is not what I consider good. But number two, also, that I always tell my kids is this: there are things you see me do that I cannot do because I'm an adult. So I let them know that there are things that are not bad, but are bad for you because of the age you are in at that time. So I in parenthood, uphold discipline, but keep communication line open. Let them know that, okay, for example, my son will say, Dad, why should I go to sleep by 8 o'clock when you are still on watching the news or watching football? I say, look, I'm an adult. When you become an adult, when you can determine when you wake up, when you sleep, then you can make those decisions. But for now that you are still a child, I make those decisions for you. So I keep the line open because they will ask questions. Why are you doing this and we cannot do it? And I will tell them, look, I do it because number one, I'm an adult, and so I can determine when I do these things. But because you're still a child, but also the best way to keep your children disciplined is to be disciplined yourself. Yes, because you are like their first. What's the word?
Role model.
They look up to you. So if you tell them A and they see you doing B, most likely they will do the B. So we should know that we are the we are the symbol of discipline that is seen. So, like I always tell people that anytime I go, I have a opportunity of attending people's child christening. I tell them, look, having a child is a lot of responsibility. There are things that it is not wrong for you to do, but you can't do it again because you are trying to model a good life for your child. You know, so I think, look, every child needs to be disciplined. But keep the line, communicate with them. Don't just say, oh, you can't do it. When they ask you why, be able to explain and say, look, okay, for your age, this is not right. You know, when you get to a certain age, then it's okay for you to do this. Just say what I do for my kids. You know, so we talk, we communicate. But again, let me just repeat the last time that the best way to discipline your children is to be disciplined yourself. Because you mirror what they want to see. They just feel that for you to do it, that means it's right. So if you say don't do it and they see you doing it, they believe what you do than what you see. So I think we should want this. I don't want to completely condemn her what she said if it's wrong or right, because our standard, our belief system is a bit
completely different.
So what I believe in is what she doesn't believe in that.
Anyway, she actually came out to apologize for that video, trying to state the fact, like trying to buttress her point, like it was not like she taught her child the wrong things of life, but she was just trying to protect the child from, like you said, from instances where people can take over, teach her, but teach her in the wrong way. So she apologized to people, and because people were really lashing out.
So are you saying that the best way to tell you not to take poison
is to take poison?
Is to take poison?
That's a funny way to get it.
If your children respect you, when you have taught them from their childhood, you don't lie to them, they respect you and they see you do the right things. When you tell them this is not right,
they listen.
They listen. Look, yes, when they get to a certain age, there's this thing in them that they want to try out things. But the truth is this: when a child has a solid foundation, I mean, you have instilled in them solid culture, even when they veer off sometimes, they tend to come back. No, they tend to come back. When they're in the wrong place or doing the wrong thing, something in them will keep saying, this is not you. This is not you. So they may veer off. And parents will say, they may veer. I veered off. I mean, at the point in my life, I veered off totally from the values my parents instilled in me. But I came back. Because when I was doing those things, I knew that what I was doing was wrong. I knew that I was not in the right place, doing the right thing. So even though I was doing it out of peer pressure, I wanted to feel among. But sometime later I knew that what I was doing was not right. So I came back. So do it for your kids.
Yeah.
Do it for your kids. Train them the right way. Anyways, I think we've come to the end of the program. And my two co-hosts actually, they did amazingly well taking up this topic.
Thank you.
Give us our flowers.